stop going to south to hunt. Kano lawmaker told northern hunters because of that issue that happened in Urumi in Edo State. So the northern people are now telling the northern hunters to stop going to south to hunt. The northern people are not telling the northern hunters to stop going to south to hunt. But then, let's talk about it critically. Yes, in Nigeria, there's freedom of movement. Nobody is restricted to move in past states or anywhere. As a Nigerian, you were born in Nigeria, you're a Nigerian citizen, nobody can restrict you from moving around. You have freedom of movement and freedom of expression, so you can go everywhere. However, moving around with pew-pew, in the name of you are a hunter, even though you have license, could somehow be a security threat to the village or the place you are going to. Now, growing up, when we were younger, we used to see hunters, but those hunters are actually indigenous of that village. Now, you cannot move from far north to south in the name of you want to go and hunt, or you cannot move from far south to north that you want to go and hunt. The implication is that, number one, you do not know the law of their land. Remember, every community, every village have a law governing their land. Let me give you an example. Some parts in Imo State, some place called Ezinhite in Bise in Imo State, it is prohibited to kill a monkey, and they have it in excess in some of their forests there. Now, a hunter that is coming from north and now go to that community and hunt a monkey, don't you know that it will cause problem of fight? Or maybe some villages in Enugu do not python, they don't hunt python, and a hunter from the north will now go to that village in Enugu and hunt python. Don't you think it will cause issue? Or maybe a village in Ondo State do not kill vulture or do not kill eagle, or maybe they do not kill antelope. They have it as one of the forbidden things to hunt in their village. But a hunter will now come from far north to come and hunt antelope in Ondo State. Don't you know it will cause an issue? Or let me give you another example. Or a hunter from the southwest now go to the north where it's forbidden to hunt a bush rat, and when you hunt a bush rat, it will become an offense. So it is better you hunt in the land where you know the rules and regulations, where you know what is forbidden and what is not forbidden. Do you understand? But nobody is telling you that you should not move around. Your freedom of movement and expression is not taken away. But then you need to respect people's culture and what they forbid and what they don't forbid. So in a way, not to trespass into people's culture, day or day. Especially when you have people, day or day. Day your place, hunt. You get forest where you day. In fact, there is Sambisa forest in the north. There's Sambisa forest. Go there and hunt. You have a lot to hunt there. You hunt Boko Haram, you hunt antelope, you hunt illegal mining, you hunt a lot there. Just go there. Wanna go hunt. Leave the south and not leave the south alone. You the southern hunter, day your day. You the northern hunter, day your day. Make peace for rain. But those who are saying, why will this stop us from day your day is for security purpose, so that the villagers will not mistake you as Fulani henchmen or as a terror. You know now.
We're not going to stop telling ourselves the truth as northerners, whether you like it or not, whether it hurts or it doesn't. But we're just going to have no option than to tell ourselves the truth. The fact is, your ideology, our ideologies and concept as northerners is retrogressive in nature. It's anti-developmental in nature. It's holding the country back in so many ways. Let's be factual with this. Let's look at it. When the headers started making all this havoc on communities, people advocated for the anti-open grazing bill. Who were the front runners in regards ensuring that this bill doesn't come through? The northerners. They kicked against it seriously, that at the end of the day it could not scale through. And here do we have a situation now where the Fulanis have migrated from making havoc on the north to the other parts of the country. And funny enough, you went against this bill, but when Fulanis are now committing this havoc on people, you tend to dissociate yourself. You say that it's not a northern thing, it's a Fulani thing. Nobody can tell me that. It's a northern thing, it's a northern ideology. So let's not distinguish between the tribes, because the last time I checked, the northerners were the strong advocates. Majority of the northerners opposed the bill. And look at what open grazing is doing to us. How long are we going to go this way? Again, look at what happened in regards to the closure of school during Ramadan. A lot of people, reasonable Nigerians, came out to say that this is wrong, this is anti-developmental. It doesn't stop you from doing your religion, it doesn't stop you from being who you are. But what did they not do? A quite majority were celebrating and were saying this is a good thing, this is a very big progress for the propagation of the gospel of God. And look at where we are now. So how are you going to tell me that the northerners are not hypocritical in nature? And let's face it, this is what the politicians do. And who are their disciples? Their disciples are the common northerners, the majority that are poor. The second point is the fact that when there was a bill in regards to birth regulation, what happened? Who were the front runners in ensuring that that bill doesn't come through? It was still the North. I remember a senator coming to the Senate House with 5 or 6 of his wives, trying to convince people how he's happily married and is responsible. But let's face it, Oga. If you are capable, you have the capacity to marry 5 wives and have many children as much as you want. What now happens to your brothers? Those that doesn't have the capacity and are marrying so many women and are giving birth to so many children that they can't control.
What I've learned from northerners is that the lives of southerners means nothing to them. The lives of Christians means nothing to them. And if the Sultan of Sokoto were to be my king or my village head, I'll be ashamed of him. I'll be ashamed of him. Really, really ashamed of him. For a man to assume a stool of reverence and yet do not have the mentality to choose subtle reference to refer to delicate situation as precarious as the problems of Nigerians are, clearly shows that these are people that are augmenting and silently by the side, encouraging the problems that we find ourselves. I would have expected that a man of his cultural caliber should know the right words to choose when describing the problems of Nigeria. To refer to the internet as a terrorist group means he is pretending to lose, confirmation of the reality of the Nigerian challenge. That means you're pretending not to know what terrorism is. What do people on the social media do? They simply use a free means to expose the realities of the Nigerian challenges. Nigerian bad government, Nigerian kidnapping, Nigerians on the extrajudicious unaliving. So how has social media become a terrorist group? Leaves my mind wondering, and perhaps my mind will wander for eternity. I would not want to, out of respect for that throne, I will choose my word. But if I had wanted to bet in the same mode of stupidity with that Sultan, I would have used even more harsher words than what VDM did. I am totally ashamed and disgusted at the people that are supposed to calm frayed nerves. Now let me tell you something. Gone are the days when you slap one cheek of the southerner and they will stand back and turn the other cheek. Gone are the days when Christians in Nigeria feel lackadaisical to, absorb all the prejudices that the North meets and Muslim meets. Now, nobody's going to sit back and watch all these things done. We have been pushed to the wall, and now it's time to fight back. Since the people that we have expected to use the right words to calm nerves, to bring peace, are choosing to use words that will further exacerbate our already frayed nerves, well, to hell be with it. We cannot sit back and watch people in us and pour salt in it. We must find a way to stop this. We'll give you the backyard treatment. I am so disappointed that even if it were my own king in my village that had behaved that way, I still will respond in the same manner. So this is not about me, a southerner, talking back at a sultan. What is he? He's a human being, the mess. The sultan, the mess. I've been in the mess, they get erection like me, so there's nothing special about him. For him to stand up and make such a comment, as a northerner, you should be ashamed of him. You should be ashamed of him, honestly. He's not God, for crying out loud. He's a human being. You think southern life don't matter? Rather than face the situation, rather than call the right culprits terrorists, you're calling internet bloggers terrorists. Look, out of respect for that throne, and out of the realization that most northern youths will lack the understanding of what I'm saying, I'm going to take back some words. But any PM from any northerner with regard to this video, I will lash back, and this time I will lash back more vehemently than what I've done now.
The Ariwa youth president that is calling out Very Dark Man to apologize to the Sultan of Sokoto because of what the man said, and Very Dark Man said, the whole issue. Now, this brings me to what I've always been saying. When they say educate this people, you think reading and writing is education. No, it's not education. You can know how to read and write and still be full. The most painful thing about this whole issue is the title those guys carry around. Imagine calling yourself ambassador. You don't even, your attitude, your action, your everything you do does not represent the name you're giving yourself. Now, let me break it down. This same guy now coming out to demand an apology to their physical god. Their physical god. Now, you've never seen him done a video to condemn the whole insecurity happening in the north. Do you know how many Arewa youth that has gone to land beyond because of insecurity? Do you know how many Arewa youth that has been unalived? Do you know how many Arewa youth that has been kidnapped? Do you know how many Arewa youth that hunger has? Do you know how many Arewa youth that has been a victim of bad governance in Nigeria? Do you know how many Arewa youth that are uneducated? Do you know how many Arewa youth that are Alamajiri on the streets of the north? Oga, you nonsense comrade guy, how many times have you ever come out to speak and say, I, president of Arewa, I demand that the government do this? No! They only talk. When I tell you that those people are hypocrites, it isn't a joke. You will only see them wear the agbada covering their shame to come and talk when it has to do with their religious leaders and their paymasters. It's only when it affects religion, when it affects the politician, ethnicity, tribalism, and so much glorified, religion. That is when you see them come out and say, you demand an apology Bogeba. The same social media that the same people who are there used to campaign to be where they are today. Social media was the capital tool that made Buhari who he is, that brought APC to government. The same social media that they use, that even you, why did you post the video on the social media that your Sultan called terrorist organization? The same social media where your physical god say now be terrorist tools. Say social media has become terrorist tools. Now you too, they post a video. Why are you not part of us? You are becoming part of the terrorists now. That is posting since you're posting your content, or even the Sultan video self was also posted on the terrorist app or terrorist platform. When I tell you people, this our northern brothers, they need more attention, especially those northern bloggers. They're so hypocrites. They don't speak when things are supposed to be, when they're supposed to speak, they don't talk. It's only when they're affecting religion and tribalism and ethnicity. That is when you see them talk. When it happened in Urumi here, you see everything, all of them was everywhere. We want justice, we want the revenge, we want jigs that we demand. It has been happening in Plateau State. We'll never hear anything. This same, what he call himself, ambassador, whatever, president of Iowa, you know, go talk that one. Plateau State. People go enter night. They will come and unalive people. You know, go see and come out and say anything. They will not talk. In Borno State, many people, every night, you know, go see them come out and talk. In Katsina State, they go come, pack people from village. You know, go see them talk. In Jos, everywhere it happen, you know, go see them talk. But mention Sultan's name, mention Emir's name, or mention one Afar name, or mention what Imam name. Where are they? Where are they? We demand. This is the mentality that has kept the North where it is today. I will tell you guys the truth. Take it or leave it. That is the mentality that has kept the North so poor. If you don't know, the northern part of Nigeria is categorized as the most poorest part of the region in Nigeria. It's categorized. Even though they have the most politicians, one of the richest people, the richest black man is from the north. Will you ever believe that? It's from the north. Don't attack them, they are from the north. Don't good them, they are from the north. What is happening? Why do we still have children on the streets? It's because of the same mentality. You don't hold them accountable, but rather use your platform to defend them. Always looking for who to fight. Always looking for who to fight. Always looking for who to fight. You cannot be defending those who keep you poor and expect to grow. Never. Anyway, but I say I don't take on two person happy. It is important you people talk to yourself, or else you will remain on the floor. Why the not damn wicked politicians use you to trample? The Sultan way they defend. When he's sick, he goes abroad. His children study abroad. When it's time for his work, he travel abroad. When it's time for his holiday, he travels abroad. But your children are lavishing in the north. You won't speak about it. When your wives are pregnant, there's no good hospital to take them. Your children cannot attend good education, good school, because they did not build one. People will struggle to eat 3 times a day. You cannot even eat 2. Your children are on the street with plates begging. But no, the same person who has the power to draw change to you people is the same person you are defending.
Islam in Nigeria. And my purpose is not to make mockery of the religion or try to affirm negativity to the religion. But I just want to drag us to how it is being practiced in Nigeria. Last I checked, you said Islam is a religion of peace. Now, I don't know what peace means when you refer to it as peace, but peace means tranquility. Peace means coexistence. Peace means respecting each other's right. Peace means, cohabiting without bias. Peace means a lot of things, and all the definition of peace, affirms positivity. So, when people begin to show a high level of discrimination because you are not part of the religion, is that peace? When people begin to accommodate a lot of hate towards people that are not of your religion, is that peace? When people have natural propensity to unalive other people and even come to the screen and hold a box of match and say that, yes, I am the one who burnt that person to unalive, is that peace? When people justify the unaliving of somebody else because you affirm he blasphemed against your prophets, now, is that peace? Please redefine what peace means to me. Last thing I check, Christianity is not all that perfect. I have never come to my page and say, Christianity is the best, blah, blah, blah. They have their own headache with this, their prosperity gospel, and this, their brainwashing of people. They have that. But today we're talking about Muslims. Why do you justify what is wrong in the cover of your religion? I don't do that. If you are bad, whether you are a Christian or Muslim, I will point to the fact that you are bad. But the type of Islam you practice in Nigeria is such that it enables you to defend what is wrong. And that to me is not good. I do not think any religion aims to change people into negative beings. I had thought that the primary responsibility of any religion is to instill an attitude of morality such that the true peace that you claim the religion is becomes accessible. Now, anytime you claim to be a Muslim and you see other people and you hate them because they are not part of you, or you are making a choice and you can't choose that person even though he's better than one who practices the same religion with you, that is not peace. Or you go to sell something and you begin to poison what you are selling because you want people that are not of your faith to eat it and contract certain untold diseases. Now that's not peace. Now I know what's happening here. When you begin to block roads because you are praying so that people should wait for the length of time you are going to pray in those roads you block, now that's not peace. Now I say these things not to stir up quarrel, not to stir up intimidation, or not to stir up adversaries. But I say this thing because perhaps we can find a common ground to coexist. Now let me tell you something. You cannot annihilate the population of Christianity in Nigeria. That's not possible. Neither can the population of Muslims be annihilated in Nigeria. Somewhere at the center, we must find a way to cohabit in peace. Now, if you may have a different definition of peace, but peace, as I know, has all positive underpinnings and we must lean towards it. You must stop the bias and you must stop the hate. And I say this because I mean it.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And please, my love, don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I post a video. I love you. See you in my next video. Bye.